my name is Nadira Rachman, one of the final year student at School of Business Management at Institut of Teknologi, Bandung, as well as ESSEC and DRD 3. I will be presenting my oral defense on my thesis titled Analysis of Influencer Marketing Strategies in the Indonesian Beauty Industry and its Impacts on Consumer Behavior. I have worked very hard on this thesis on the last couple of months with the help of my supervisor, I hope that it translates into the work. So let me first explain a little bit of the structure of my presentation today so that you guys have a clear idea. Firstly, I will give a brief introduction and the research question, along with some background information regarding this topic before diving deep into my research findings. After that, I will present the methodology I decided to use and talk about the analysis itself. I've done on the data and I gained through the research. And lastly, I'll wrap it up with the conclusion of my thesis. So in this day and age, brands must continuously evolve, whether that be in the form of their supply chain, research and development, or even marketing. Indonesia is no exception to this rule. I chose to do this research about Indonesia because I'm Indonesian and I genuinely have a really big interest in the beauty industry in Indonesia. This research analyzes influencer marketing strategies by beauty brands in Indonesia as it explores the effectiveness of influencer marketing strategies by beauty brands in Indonesia. I decided to conduct a qualitative data collection through an online survey that was shared to people through social media, people I know, emailers, etc. The next slide is the research question for my thesis. It's how do influencer marketing strategies employed in the Indonesian beauty industry influence consumer behavior, shape beauty trends, and impact the purchasing decisions of consumer consumer behavior. So next, I'll give a little background about this topic. Influencer marketing. So what exactly is influencer marketing? Influencer marketing is a strategy where brands partner with popular social media personalities or content creators who have a large following. These influencers promote the brand's products or services through posts, videos, or reviews on their social media channels. It allows brands to reach targeted audiences in an authentic way by leveraging the trust and credibility influencers have built with their followers. So influencer marketing in Indonesia. Indonesia has a huge number of internet and social media users, especially on platforms like Instagram and TikTok. Brands collaborate with these influencers to promote their products through posts, video reviews, and etc. on the influencer social media page. Influencers have a high engagement and credibility with their followers, so their endorsements can significantly impact consumer behavior and purchasing decisions. Influencer marketing allows brands to reach a targeted audience in an authentic, relatable way compared to traditional advertising. It's an effective strategy for Indonesian brands, especially small to medium businesses, to increase brand awareness, engagement, and sales by tapping into the influence of popular content creators. And here's some data to support some of the information I talked about. And here's some data to support all of the information I talked about from the previous slide. As we can see that there's a lot of influencers in Indonesia who have the majority, like 10,000 to 50,000 followers. Moving on to the research part of my thesis. As I've mentioned before, I decided to conduct a qualitative data collection through online surveys. I identified that there's a research gap on this topic as there's limited research on influencer marketing's impact on Indonesian beauty consumers. Even though there are existing studies, they mainly focus on global trends, not specifically to the Indonesian market. Through the online survey, I was able to get 161 respondents. I decided to write the survey fully in Indonesian because that's the demographic I was focusing on, and I wanted to make sure that the surveys are as easy as possible for my respondents to fill out. And because it's in a qualitative data collection, there were two types of questions, which are multiple choice and open-ended questions. So moving on to the analysis of the data that I collected. So these are the demographics. On the left, we have the gender, 64.6% are female and 31.7% being male. This is to be expected because most of the customers of the beauty industry are females. And then on the right, there's the age group. The one with the biggest age group, 59.6%, are 26 to 35-year-olds. and 18 to 25-year-olds being the second biggest, which is 23%. And then I also had other multiple choice questions. So these are the behavioral questions. On the left, we can see the graph of frequency of buying beauty products. So 38.9% of people who answered the questionnaire actually said that they buy about 4 to 6 different beauty products a year, which is quite a lot. And 26.1 said that they buy even more beauty products. And then on the right, there's a graph of the types of promotions that affect their buying decision. 64.5% said that reviews from influencers who are not sponsored or paid influence them. And then the second largest is 42%, 49.3%, with reviews from friends or family. And then on the left here, we have the frequency of influencer marketing affecting their buying decision. 51.2% said that 4 to 6 times out of the times that they buy beauty products, influencer marketing affect their buying decision. And then scale of how much influencer marketing affects their buying decision out of five, four of them, 51.2% said that it's 4 out of 5. So that's a pretty high number. And then for the open-ended questions, we have why customers are not influenced by influencer marketing. So 50% of them said that they just are not able to trust it because it's sponsored, specifically because they are paid to do so. And then why customers are influenced by influencer marketing, they say that it's because they trust the influencers who are within the beauty community or the beauty industry because they think that they have the credibility to say all these things. And so if they were to support a brand or a product, they trust them. And then for the types of influencer marketing that influence customers, 53.5% said short form videos and 40.9% said long form videos. So it's pretty even. And the qualitative research clearly shows influencer marketing positively impacts Indonesia's beauty industry in two key ways. First, it raises brand and product awareness beyond just the target demographic. Second, it influences and encourages consumers to actually purchase those promoted products. Influencer marketing provides valuable product information and education to consumers, like usage tips and ingredients. It also makes this content highly accessible and relatable through influencers. Consumers actually feel represented by. So most respondents agreed influencer marketing is a major factor driving their buying decisions. And product research in the beauty space, its authentic, trusted voice resonates more than traditional advertising, with 64.5% of the respondents saying unpaid influencer promotions impact their purchase. The strong influencer audience trust is evident. As it evolves, influencer marketing's impact on awareness, buying behavior, and education will likely grow. So I believe that like influencer marketing in Indonesia has positively impact the industry by influencing consumer purchase decision effectively, providing informative content on product usage and ingredients, offering easy accessibility to product information and content, and these influencers actually play a crucial role in shaping consumer decision and driving sales because they are perceived as more relatable and authentic compared to traditional advertising using models and TVCs. And consumers also trust in influencers significantly. So this, significantly influences their purchasing behavior because they trust these influencers and because they perceive that these influencers being knowledgeable and trustworthy. So influencer marketing remains one of the most impactful ways to influence buying decisions in Indonesia. Its role in consumer awareness, purchasing behavior, and product education is expected to strengthen as the strategy evolves. So thank you so much for listening to this presentation. I hope that it was informative and that you gained some new insights from it. Thank you.